Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to understand a topic law of demand. I'm Komal Agarwal, Assistant Professor in Department of Management Studies at NJF College of Engineering and Technology, Palwal. Well, this topic is in the syllabus of BBA Digital Marketing for semester, and the subject name is Managerial Economics. Okay, let us understand what is law of demand. Law of demand majorly tells us the inverse relationship between quantity demanded and the price of a commodity. Means when the price increase of a commodity, the quantity demanded for that product is decreased. And when the price is decreased for a commodity, the quantity demanded for that product is increased. This is a negative relationship between both of them. For example, there are two products, Coke and Pepsi. Both prices are rupees 10, and when the prices of Coke decrease from rupees 10 to rupees 8, the quantity demanded of the Coke will automatically increase. And this is up in our normal life. When the price of a commodity is decreased, we purchase more of that product. Okay. So in this slide, you can see higher the price, lower would be the quantity demand. Means जितना ज़्यादा प्राइस होता है उतनी ही हमारी जो डिमांड है वो कम होती है. And second is price and quantity demanded as negative related, means when price increase and demand decrease, and when price decrease demand increase. Okay, like price increase then demand is decrease, and when price is decrease then demand is increase. This is the inverse relationship between both of them. In our day to day life we can see many examples of them. Like you can take the example of tea and coffee. When the price of a coffee is decreased, we go for the coffee, and when the price of tea is decreased, we purchase more quantity of the tea. So this is a inverse relationship both of them. Second, this is a negative relationship between both of them, quantity demanded and price. And third is this law is only qualitative statement, not quantitative statement. Means this tells us only that when price increase, demand will decrease, not how much. Okay, not how much. This will tell us when price decrease, demand increase, but not how. In what ratio, in what proportion, this will not tell us. So this is only the qualitative statement, not the quantitative statement. Okay. No. Next is according to the law of demand, other things being equal. Okay, if the price of a commodity falls, the quantity demanded rise, and if the price of the commodity rises, its quantity demanded falls. Okay, other things means income of the consumer, substitute products, prices, taste and preference, fashion. Okay, all of these, that means external environmental factors will remain same. Income of the consumer will remain same. If today consumer is earning rupees 100, then in future also consumer will earn rupees 100 only. ठीक है? If the price of the substitute today is rupees 10, then price of the substitute of that substitute product will be rupees 10 in future also. There will be no changes in this. Okay. There are some assumptions of law of demand. If we can say other things being equal. Okay. First is price of related goods should not change. Means price of the substitute goods will not change. Okay. Like if we are purchasing today tea, then we can say the price of the coffee will not change in future. If the price of the coffee is rupees 10 today, then the price of the coffee will remain rupees 10 in future also. Second is taste and preference of consumer should not change. Taste and preference means if today I like to drink tea, then in future I will also like to drink the tea. I will not go for the coffee in future. If today, okay, then third is there should be no change in the income of the consumer. Okay, as We say earlier, if the income of the consumer is today is rupees 1000, then the income of that consumer in future will also be rupees 1000. No changes in this, no increment, no decrement. It will be fixed rupees 1000 only. Okay. Next is there should be a rational behavior of a consumer. Rational behavior means if today I want to purchase the thing, then in future also I want to purchase the, I will not be changed. I will be rational for that thing. ठीक, okay. Next is distribution of income and wealth should be equal. वही है कि आज जितनी मेरी इनकम है कल भी वही होगी. जिस रेशियो में आज हमारी इनकम वेल्थ डिवाइडेड होती है इन फ्यूचर भी वैसे ही वो डिवाइड होगी. देयर विल बी नो चेंज. नेक्स्ट इज गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज शुड नॉट चेंज. गवर्नमेंट की जो भी पॉलिसीज हैं वो भी चेंज नहीं हो. बिकॉज अगर गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज चेंज करती है तो उसका डायरेक्ट इफेक्ट प्राइस पर जाएगा. अगर प्राइस पर इफेक्ट जाएगा तो हमारे जो अदर फैक्टर्स हैं वो कांस्टेंट नहीं रह पाएंगे. ठीक है. लाइक सब्सटीट्यूट जो भी गुड्स होंगे उनके प्राइसेस भी चेंज होंगे. कस्टमर का टेस्ट एंड प्रेफरेंस भी चेंज होगी अकॉर्डिंग टू द प्राइस. ओके. इनकम भी चेंज होगी कस्टमर की. लाइक टैक्स ज़्यादा हो गया है तो इनकम कम हो जाएगी कंज्यूमर. सो देयर इज नो चेंज इन द गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी. Next is there should be no change in the size of the population. If today in a city the population is 10,000, then in future also it will be 10,000. There will be no change because कि अगर population change होती है तो demand पर उसका effect जाता है. अगर population increase हो गई तो demand ज़्यादा हो जाएगी without change in the price. तो law of demand वहाँ पर काम नहीं करेगी. ठीक है. अगर आपकी जो पॉपुलेशन है वो कम हो गई है तो डिमांड ऑटोमेटिकली कम हो जाएगी विदाउट चेंज इन द प्राइस. So there should be no changes in the government in the size of the population because if the population size is increase or decrease, then the demand will also increase or decrease without changing the price. Then the law of demand will not be work here. So the population of a country of a city is remains same. If in a city today population is 10,000, then in future also the population of that city will be 10,000. Okay, so this is the assumptions of law of demand. Let's discuss on the slide. Okay. There is a diagram and a table of the law of demand in which we are showing the price and quantity demand. In the table you can see when the price is rupees 10, the demand is rupees 100. Okay, when the price increased 10 to 20, the demand decreased 100 to 80, and it follows. Okay, and in this diagram, in this graph, you can see this is a slope downward. Okay, this is a showing the negative relation between the quantity demanded and the price. Okay, we are just showing the on x-axis quantity demanded and on y-axis price. Okay, and we draw according to the given date. Okay, there are some exemptions of law of demand. जो भी आपके इकोनॉमिक्स के टॉपिक्स हैं उनमें हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ एग्जेप्शंस होती ही हैं. आप क्योंकि आप इकोनॉमिक्स की बात कर रहे हो, आप इकोनॉमी की बात कर रहे हो, आप सोसाइटी की बात कर रहे हो, आप सोसाइटी में उन चीज़ों को देख रहे हो. अब सोसाइटी में जो चीज़ें हैं वो चेंज होती रहती हैं तो कोई भी लॉ यूनिवर्सल नहीं हो सकती है. देयर आर ऑलवेज सम एग्जाम्पशंस. सो देयर आर लॉ ऑफ डिमांड एग्जाम्पशंस. फर्स्ट इज गुड्स ऑफ नेसेसिटीज. मीन्स कि कुछ ऐसे प्रोडक्ट हैं जो नेसेसरी है हमारी लाइफ के लिए, वो हमें परचेज करने ही है फॉर डे टू डे लाइफ. ठीक है. लाइक वीट है, राइस है आपका. ठीक है. अब चाहे प्राइस इंक्रीज हो या नहीं हो हमें उससे कोई भी इफेक्ट नहीं जाएगा. वी हैव टू परचेज. Second is given paradox. Means there are some inferior goods कि when the price will increase, the demand will decrease. ठीक है. There are some inferior goods कि हमें ऐसा लगता है कि जब प्राइस बढ़ेगा तो हम उसको थोड़ा कम परचेज करना शुरू कर देते हैं और जब प्राइस घटता है तो उसको थोड़ा ज़्यादा सॉरी जब प्राइस घटता है तो हम उसको कम परचेज करते हैं. ठीक है. और जब प्राइस उसका बढ़ता है तो हम उसको ज़्यादा परचेज करना शुरू कर देते हैं क्योंकि हमें ऐसा लगता है कि वो अच्छा होगा, बट जब प्राइस उसका कम हो रहा है तो हमें लगता है कि क्वालिटी अच्छी नहीं है, तो वी डोंट परचेज दैट. Okay, this is named after Sir Robert Gibbon. He observed that when the price of a bread increased, then the low paid British wage earners bought more of bread, not less. ओके, कि प्राइस इंक्रीज हुआ तो उन्होंने ज्यादा परचेज करना शुरू किया कम की जगह. दैट मीन्स कि प्राइस इंक्रीज, देन डिमांड ऑल्सो इंक्रीज. Since the base earner diet was mainly bread, with the increase in price, they were forced to cut down their consumption of meat and other expensive food items. Okay, next is Babylon goods. Babylon goods are products whose value increase with the increase in their price. This is the perception because the product of a service has an increased price tag that it must be superior quality. Hence, people will demand more of product or service. Example of such Babylon goods are luxurious products like designer handbags, high supportive cars, and their demand is increased when price go up. Since owners associate themselves with status and prestige, means there are some person in our society who thinks that if a product is of high price, then the quality of will be high. They want to purchase a product only when the price of that product is high. Otherwise, they don't want to purchase. Next is expectation of future changes in prices. समटाइम्स हम क्या करते हैं, हम सोचते हैं कि आगे चल के फ्यूचर में प्राइस इंक्रीज होने वाला है तो हम आज डिमांड बढ़ा देते हैं. ओके, दैट मीन्स प्राइस आज ज़्यादा है बट फिर भी हमारी डिमांड ज़्यादा है. If price of a commodity increase, then there is an expectation of further increase in its price. कि अगर आज किसी प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस बढ़ा है तो हम ये एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि इन फ्यूचर और ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएगा, तो हम आज ही उसकी डिमांड बढ़ा देते हैं. इग्नोरेंस ऑफ द कस्टमर या कंज्यूमर, कि हमारा जो कंज्यूमर है उसको कोई मतलब नहीं है कि मार्केट में क्या चल रहा है, क्या प्राइस चल रहा है, उसकी इग्नोरेंस है. ठीक है, इमरजेंसी है कि वॉर के टाइम पे या फिर कुछ इन केस ऑफ वॉर है, कर्फ्यू लग गया है, तो प्राइस चाहे कुछ भी हो, यू हैव टू परचेज एट दैट प्राइस. डिमांड बढ़ जाती है. नेसेसिटीज आइटम्स हैं कि वेदर प्राइस इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज यू हैव टू परचेज दैट. ओके, तो नेसेसिटीज क्या है कि वेदर द प्राइस विल इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज यू हैव टू परचेज दैट फॉर योर डेली लाइफ, फॉर योर डेली कंजप्शन. ओके, next is reason of operations of law of demand. First is law of DMU, second is substitution effect and income effect. We discuss it later in detail. So thank you guys. Thank you very much.